and welcome back. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to try to conclude the video on story time because I feel like me doing them episode by episode is not going to help any matters and I'm not going to be consistent. So I'm just going to try to conclude them. I might try to break the videos into 3 parts if it's too long. But if it's not, I'm just going to upload it and then just end the video or the playlist right there. I'm just gonna spit everything out. To grab. So let's get right into it. My last episode was me talking about crushes, so I'm done with crushes. And what I want to talk about having a relationship as a teenager and as a young adult is that it's very wrong because it's the whole idea of relationship, the whole idea of dating, the whole idea of being intimate with someone is it was God's idea, and God's idea was courtship. So dating was filtered from courtship or gotten from courtship and brought to a lower level. But still in that lower level, we still do things that the grown-ups do. So basically, I want us to just know that being in a relationship as a teenager and as a young adult is not advisable. But if you are going to do it, you're going to have to consult an adult and have an adult put an eye on you guys. Whatever, just get the whole point. And then now I'm moving into um things. I'm just gonna list out things I did. I'm not gonna list out, just share some experience, mistakes, things I did that I felt like, okay, this is not what I was supposed to do, or things I felt like I shouldn't do as a child of God. And one of it was following friends. As a child of God, you should learn to be your own person. I'm not saying it's bad to mingle around people. I'm not saying it's bad to have friends or keep friends or make friends. But what I'm saying is that you should learn to be your own person. You should learn to have your personal time. You should learn to be alone sometimes so that you can think, because thinking is very, very important, because it's in your quiet time that the Holy Spirit comes and minister to you or talk to you, or you have a communion with God. Do you get? So I feel like as a child of God, you should have your personal time. You should be your own person, not when your friends saying, "Hey, let's go this or let's go this to this place, let's go hang out," and then you just want to be everywhere. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do things everyone is doing. As a child of God, you should be very reserved. You should be very reserved. Don't let people, let me speak, say it in pidgin. Don't let them see you finish. Don't allow them to see you. Like, don't be present all the time. Do you get? Because when you are present all the time, I feel like it causes disrespect. They disrespect you and they will not have regard for you. So give yourself that standard and don't be everywhere every time. And then another thing I did was the words, my language. Back then, I was so arrogant. I was so rude. Not intentional, but I said I didn't have the spirit in me, because when you are spirit filled, there is no way and there is no how that the things coming out of your mouth will be negative and full of insults or things that will hurt people. Do you get? So you being a Christian has lots of advantages, because when you have the spirit of God in you, there are ways, there are things you don't say, there are words you don't use. And one of the words, I'll not say the word, but there are words you don't use. Do you get? There are the words that hurt people, that make people feel very terrible. Deep insults. Those are what I mean. Deep insults that make people look down on themselves, or you bullying or making someone feel less of themselves. So those are the kind of words. Or negativity. Like, you don't speak positive all the time. You're like, what if? Oh God, this is going to happen. You feel bad all the time. So that's like one of the things that I did. I was too negative. I was always saying the negative side of things and not the positive. You get? So I think that was it. And what again? I'm just trying to like brush it all. I don't want to leave anything out, and I don't want you guys to miss it out because I feel like doing it episode by episode is so stressful, and I'm so occupied these days, and I don't think I'll be consistent. So I'm just gonna wrap it all up. But don't worry, I'll keep posting videos at least once in a while. And so, and what I did, another thing was I did was I was this thing is like part of me. Is not something that I still feel is bad, but back then it really affected me because when you have I have this I don't care what people say about me kind of attitude till now. But now I think it's beneficial than then because then I wasn't doing the right thing. So when you advise me, I still don't care about what you say. I don't care about your opinion. I don't care about the thoughts. I don't care about the advice. But right now, I feel like okay, knowing what I'm doing, having Christ in me, having the Spirit of God in me, I have a direction. I have a purpose. I have a place I'm going to. I have an aim. I have an objective. I have something I want to achieve. So I obviously know where I'm going to. So there are some things I don't get to or there are things I don't get to listen. Hey, there are some things I don't get to hear from people. Like because sometimes when people say something, most of us are so quick to accept it. I'm not like that. I take my time to think about it, and if I feel like it's irrelevant, I just shake it off my mind. I don't keep things inside here because what goes inside here affects here and affects here. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. What people say to you can affect your mindset and affect how you feel. Can make you feel bad, obviously, and then to affect your mindset, affect the way you see things. You get. So that's why I don't listen to what people have to say about me. I don't care. They can talk, but I won't listen. That's now, but then it really affected me because when people would try to advise me, I'd be like, Gloria, this thing you're doing is not right. Not like you don't have a good heart, but you're not going the right way. I was not listening. I was not listening. And I can say I had several encounters with people where people would call me to the side and tell me how brilliant and gorgeous I am, and then tell me what I'm doing is not right. But at the same time, because of that attitude, I wouldn't listen to them. So, what else? I think right now this is just, and then let me address an issue. I'm just going to address an issue here. You see, teenagers, right? I know we are kind of stiff neck, like we're very stubborn. We don't want to like now we feel like okay we're our own selves and we don't need anyone controlling us. We don't need anyone telling us what to do or where to go. But I'm just gonna say this: you're still a child. Do you get? No matter what you've experienced in life, you're still a child. You can still learn from people. In every rubbish, there's always a sense. So even if people are blabbing about, you don't receive all the negativity. You listen to it and then you digest, you process it, and take the rubbish out of your mind and keep the good ones. Because definitely, if people are saying rubbish, there's always a sense in it. You can think about it and be like, okay, probably this person has a point, or this person is actually heading somewhere. So you just have to listen. You just have that's just just listen, pay close attention, and I think that's it.